This is it, the final season for Series 9 Spring, bringing with it a brand new festival playlist and this week's Forzathon challenges Ultra Hot, which we are completing today for 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our festival playlist. So as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and without further ado, let's jump into this week's Forzathon challenges. Let's kick off today's video by checking out this week's Forzathon shop. First car for grabs, the 2012 Lamborghini Gallardo Spider, 700 Forzathon points, not available at the auto show. Second car for grabs, the Ferrari FXX, 300 Forzathon points, but is available at the auto show for 2.5 million credits. Two vanity items, both rare and exclusive for this week's shop. The Hot Wheels Sundress and the Hot Wheels Flame car horn, 75 Forzathon points for each of these. And as always, if you've got any spare Forzathon points knocking around, grab yourself a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points or a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. It's not a terrible Forzathon shop this week. The Lamborghini Gallardo is pretty rare and exclusive, so definitely think about picking that up if you haven't already. 300 Forzathon points for the Ferrari FXX is fairly cheap, but you can also get it in the auto show, so it's up to you whether you want to spend credits or spend Forzathon points. Now, as always, with my Thursday weekly Forzathon video, we will be checking out all of the festival playlist rewards available this week. But first, we'll jump in, we'll get the weekly Forzathon challenges Ultra Hot completed, kicking off with Chapter 1, American Muscle. The last old school American muscle car that truly deserves to be included in the Ultra Hot Hot Wheels series. Own and drive the legendary 1987 Buick Regal GNX. And this is it, the car we're going to be using for this week's Forzathon challenges Ultra Hot. The 1987 Buick Regal GNX, just 130,000 credits from the auto show. As always, I do have a tune available for you guys to go and use, B700. Just search my gamer tag Skippy 4631 or use the share code that's in the description and in the comments below. As always, with own and drive, hop out into free roam from any festival site or player house. Drive 2 seconds down the road. American Muscle completed. Now, I know a lot of people have issues with Chapter 1 completing, and one of the options to try and fix that is to hop into Forza Vista and then hit the drive button from there. Give this a go if Chapter 1 won't complete for you, and let me know down in the comments if this fixed your issue. With Chapter 1 done, it is on to Chapter 2, Attention to Detail. The newest 1987 Buick Regal GNX Hot Wheels model features hidden engine details, adding extra realism to the model. Test the real version on any speed trap and earn 2 stars. Now for this chapter, we are going to need some speed traps, so I'm going to go ahead and filter the map, making them a little bit easier to see and find. And we're going to be heading slightly north of the Horizon Festival, Mexico, to the Los Arboes speed trap with a 100-mile-an-hour 2-star objective. Here we go then, 2 stars from speed trap. Shouldn't be too hard to do as we are going downhill towards this speed trap. Get the Regal up to speed. There it is, 100 miles an hour. Keep the throttle planted through the camera at 122.53. Attention to detail completed. So with Chapter 2 completed, it is on to Chapter 3, Grand National. Pay tribute to the Buick Regal victories in 81 and 82 at the Grand National by winning any road racing event in the 1987 Buick Regal GNX. So for this chapter, we are going to need some road racing events. Any road race will do, sprint or circuit. I'm heading to the bottom right hand corner of the map, and I'm going to be using Gran Pantano Sprint, where I have you guys covered with a cheeky blueprint. Just search my gamer tag Skippy 4631. It's called Forzathon Chapter 3, or use the share code 683-803-140. Now, as we do need to win this race, and the driver type difficulty won't affect the weekly Forzathon races, I'm actually going to bring my difficulty down slightly, and I'm going to run average. As we approach the end of this race, we are firmly in the lead, miles in front of the driver's cars, across the line, first place. And there it is, Grand National completed. So with chapter 3 done, it is on to our fourth and final chapter this week, limited edition. A total of just 547 of the 1987 Buick Regal GNX were ever built. Use your unique chance to drive one of them and win any street race event. Now chapter 4 is pretty much a carbon copy of chapter 3, but this time we're using street race events. And I'm going to be heading to pretty much the centre of the map, and I'm going to be using Las Laderas, where once again I have a blueprint available. Again, search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 266432427. Approaching the end of our street race end, still with the driver tiles on average difficulty to make things super easy, but that is across the line, first place. And after completing chapter 4, that is this week's Forzathon challenges, Ultra Hot completed. 160 Forzathon points in the bank and 5 points towards our Spring Hot Season Festival playlist. Now for this week's Spring Hot Season Festival playlist rewards, 53 points up for grabs in total. For 20 points, the pretty rare and exclusive Hot Wheels Metro, recently only available in wheel spins and was super hard to get hold of. And for 40 points, the Peel Trident, also pretty rare and exclusive. This week's online trial, Main Street, will be giving out the 1969 Chevrolet Camaro. Event Lab Challenge, giving out the Ford Mustang S5, very cool car. Seasonal Playground Games makes a return, just playing survival, giving out the 1970s Ford GT70. 3PR Stunts, Danger Sign, Speed Zone and Speed Trap, all giving out one Super Wheel Spin each. And just the 2 seasonal championships this week, Exotics giving out the Ferrari 365 GTB4 and Hot Tuners giving out the Porsche 911 GT3 from 2004. Challenges for the spring season, this week's Treasure Hunt Speed Machines giving out 100 Forzathon points. I will have a video up on the channel very soon on how to get this done. This week's photo challenge, Street Beasts, take a photo of any modern muscle at the street scene outpost, giving out the Forza Link chat phrase, don't talk about street scene. And finally, finishing off the spring season, the Horizon Open Speed Blaster Challenge, giving out a Ford Raptor from 2017. And that wraps up this week's festival playlist and this week's Forzathon challenges. Any questions about the Forzathon challenges or this week's festival playlist, do hit me up in the comments. I'll always do my best to help you out. It's pretty cool to see the Hot Wheels Metro in this week's playlist. Not long now till the Hot Wheels expansion releases on July 19th. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel for all the content coming on the Hot Wheels expansion. But as always, thanks for watching, stay safe and have an awesome day.